you're one of those people that has gotten to the point in your life where you lie about your age or you stopped celebrating your birthday because you just feel like you don't want to think about it, you don't want to think about how old you're getting, and you just focus on the parts of you that aren't the way you want them to be, and you maybe you are a grandparent and you're like, I don't want to be called grandma, and you use other words, anything but grandma, because for some reason grandma has somehow gotten this negative connotation. I don't know why, but because it supposedly means that you're an old lady or something, which, if you're not getting old, what's the alternative? Really? If you're not getting older, what's the other choice? To not be here. So, if you don't get to be a grandma, what else? You know? But I just, I was thinking about it, one day, about the whole, mentality of thinking about it in terms of just getting older and thinking of it in such a negative way. But I'm 52, and if I were sitting here thinking, oh, I'm going to be 53 in a few months, and I can't believe that already, and I don't feel like that inside, and it's just, I can't believe I'm getting that old, and just focusing on how old I am, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want anyone to mention my birthday. I don't want to celebrate my birthdays anymore. I just want it to go by without even talking about it. And but what if, tomorrow, I were to get news from my doctor that I have a terminal illness and I am going to have to start fighting for my life, or that there is no cure and I should start getting my affairs in order and, do everything I've always wanted to do because I only have so much time. What would my first thought be? I'm too young. I'm way too young. So doesn't that kind of flip the tables? Not so old anymore. Be thinking, there's so much I haven't done. There's so much I still wanted to do. If I wasn't already a grandma, I would be sitting here going, I haven't even gotten the chance to be a grandma yet. So then I ask, what is it? What is it that we actually what is it about getting older that makes us think that way? Because they don't do it in every culture. They don't think that way in every culture. Is it and it's probably different for different people, but when I would think about it for myself, I would think, is it the fear of getting closer to death? No, it's not that. I'm not afraid of dying. Is it the fear of what happens when you get older? Well, I think when I would think of it, it's the clock is ticking. Okay? The clock is ticking, and I feel like I'm not where I feel I should be at this age. Like, am I where I thought, or I envisioned, like in my most ideal thoughts, my most ideal life in my head? Am I where that I thought I would be in that version of myself at this point in my life? And that answer is no. Then it's like, oh, well, my time is running out to make that happen. And that's the case. What am I doing about that? And, I feel like time's running out to do that stuff. And if I haven't done what I feel like I'm supposed to do, or what's expected of me, and I feel like I'm supposed to do that before I do all these fun things that I want to do in my life, am I going to have time to do that? I think it's more of a ticking clock type of thing. And it's like not wanting to acknowledge that, because it's hard, it hurts. And if I acknowledge it, then what? Then I have to figure out, I either have to sit in depression, because if I'm not going to do anything about it, then I just sit in depression for the rest of my life. Regret. My other option is to fucking do something about it. So, I'm doing something about it. I'm making my life what I want it to be. And I have no qualms about my age, and I certainly do not mind being called grandma. In fact, I embrace it. Think about that word. Think about that title. Grandma. Grandmother. I think that's a beautiful title. What could be better? Being a grandma is like being a mom squared. It's like I get to mother my child while she's mothering. Like I get to watch my daughter be a mom, and I get to mother her being a mom because she comes to me about things. So I'm still mothering her, and I'm mothering her in her motherhood, and I'm grandmothering her child. I mean, this is like freaking fantastic. So yeah, why would I not want to be called grandma? I mean, I'm not knocking anyone for their choice about it. I'm just talking about myself personally, and I just feel like I'm just wondering when it got such a bad rap, I would never want to miss out on this opportunity to be called grandma. So, yeah.